Hi there, how are you? Good morning. In our last video, we finished here in how to use an extra document to transcribe as we listen. So remember, you can just play the audio and do transcribe as much as you want. That's an option. Now, if you want to do any transcriptions, you want to transcribe anything, what you're doing is you're going to listen to the audio and you're going to select the fragments that you're interested in and make the comment as you have been doing with the text. So I have this example, but I'm going to show you how it works. So you listen. So let's suppose I already listened to this part and I found that that fragment is really interesting. So I'm going to select from what it starts until what it finishes. So you see here, click here. So this one is giving you the start. And I finished there. That's the part, that's what I'm interested in. I mean, I like that part, I'm interested in. That's a really interesting part. And it's okay, I'm going to make a note. So this is it. Here it is. It's the same thing that I did with this one. Yes? So you go here and you click. That's it, the same thing. So click, right click. And we are going to codify first from the list, and I want to choose one of that we have. I mean, for example, that's teacher's performance, an example. So, okay. And what I do as the other one is right click, and you're going to editar comentario, and there you're going to write and do the same thing. So, as you have been doing with the text. Okay, I think it is, Now, if you want, you can say, okay, I want to write exactly what he says, because that would be useful to put it in my results. So in that case, you just play it. So if I want, because I think that's a really interesting thing that I like to have in my document. If you want, that will help you. I mean, you don't have to do this with every single fragment, but you can do those that for you are really interesting. How, of course, now you'll see that if you don't do it here, and then when we start, we download the information, you can do it as well, because you're going to have the fragment from the audio. Okay, so let's close this. I did this example. It's the same. Look, I read it before. This, I know this is not. Sorry. This is the one that I already have. I made based on the first audio, the first part of this intro. Okay, so there you go. So I have already shown you how to use, how to codify information from an average text, observation, entrevista. Yes, this one, interview teacher one, is the new one that you create here. In case you transcribe the whole information, this document will appear over here. So it's going to be a new document from this teacher. Yes. So there you go. Here we have everything. I mean, you do this, you spend a long time doing this in your house, go through everything, codify the information, write comments. I mean, the key is to write comments. Even though some of those, because as you read, their ideas will come to your mind. You start making relations. linking things. So write down whatever you want. If you have to, as you write it, you find, hey, this author says this, introduce the author. So what you can do here is, in this DPS, you can include, if you want, the articles that you read about this issue. Yes, a second long. So in case you need to go back to an author, you can do it too. Or you can just have another folder with it. Because if I chose an author that I read, I can select information from him and make comments too. And at the end, we'll have with the authors I'm reading as well. For example, I don't know what this is. So I'm gonna see that one. I suppose so. In this case, I want to kind of slow the computer today. Oh, okay, that's something about standards básicos. So look, I'm opening here, but I can open it here too. So in that case, I can read it or whatever. But if you want to have it in a folder. So my point is that as you codify, try to make comments that are meaningful, important, intelligent comments in terms that you cannot describe what you're already citing or you already underlined. I mean, why is that important? What does it tell you about what you research, question, and so forth? And those pieces of comments at the end will help you write the final result. I mean, will actually be part of the text. It's just organizing. Okay, so this is it. What I'm going to show you right now is, once you have all this information, when you have codified everything. Oh, I forgot something. Let's suppose that you are reading and you find that there's a pattern that is being repeated through the process. It's, hey, this is a new category I did not actually have in mind. So let's suppose that it repeats and repeats, so you find a new category. In this case, where it says codificar, it says código en vivo. Código en vivo is what you actually do in grounded theory. It's new things that come that probably you didn't have in your pre-established codes. So in this case, what I'm going to do with código en vivo is I'm going to give it a name. Yes. No, I'm sorry. It's not código en vivo, in fact. Okay, can I go back? Codificar. Ingresar nombre de código. I make a new one. I'm sorry for my mistake, but I'm not going to record the whole thing again. So in this case is código en vivo. So this código en vivo is the one that you are going to give a new name. Yes. So that's going to be my new code, which is, for example, I don't know. We have about something, a new category. I don't know. I'm thinking institution and policies. Something new that I never took into account, but I found that is repeatedly mentioned by teachers. So it's teachers' perceptions about on institution and policies, and it's repeated. And I read, and everything comes out like the way they agree or disagree with the government is very, very strong. So that now I have a new code. So that means that when you continue coding and you find it again, you get from the list, you're gonna see that the new one that you created is there. So you select continue working with that one. Yes. So I repeat, that's when it's something that is repeated and you didn't have in your code book. You didn't have it here. So it's, hey, that's a new one that I would put here. I would after this one. Yes. So in this case, as we said, let's suppose that I found another one that, hey, I didn't take this into account. So remember, you will codificar, código en vivo, and there you can name it again and you write the code. Okay? Let me take